I just wanted to check in. You guys, the air is so thick. The rain, I mean, it's not stopping. I love the rain, don't get me wrong, and I love this kind of weather, but right now I can't breathe. Uh, and I'm going to take another COVID test today because I took one a few days ago and it was negative. So I'm going to do it again because ever since I got back from that doctor's office, I've been sick, really sick. Anyway, I just wanted to check in. I'm not able to do a lot just because, when you get sick and you're autistic, it's like, it's just, when ableism affects you and you internalize it to yourself, it's a complicated thing. I expect myself to be like everybody else and to be able to do what they say I should be able to do, you know? Like, oh, so you're sick, you have a fucking cold. Get your ass up and do the things you're supposed to do. But it's even worse. My PDA, on top of being sick and having other outside people on me, um, because there's some family issues going on as well. So it's very difficult. And I just need to, I guess, express that. If you're going through things like that, if when you're sick, everything else, it makes it worse. Kind of, your functioning in your brain, your executive functioning stops working at times even more. Um, like right now, I have a hard time staying on track with what I'm saying. So, um, and another thing, honestly, is my YouTube channel is a lot of, I love the positive praise. I absolutely do. But the other thing is I'm so not used to it. It affects me in a way I don't know how to explain. Um, uh, Physically, emotionally, mentally, I'm not used to getting positive praise. And I don't know how to show up for that. It scares me. It, um, it shuts me down because it's so unfamiliar to me. I don't know what people expect of me. So that's another thing. And I know it sounds stupid and emotional and like babyish. I mean, no, it doesn't, but I've heard other people say that something like this would sound like that, but it's like, I'm going to get 500 subscribers soon. I don't know how to show up for that. Oh, you don't. I don't know how to communicate, my gratitude. I don't know how to communicate the way I feel because I have a dysphoria of identity and emotions. And I have basically shut myself off from the world for a long time because I always just got negative stuff for being who I am. I drank myself nearly to death several times because when I did maintain my drinking, that's the only time I got positive praise. I could mask so well when I drank that people liked me. And that's not who I was. And who I was, I always got negative stuff for. Um, and I never knew what the fuck was wrong with me. Never. Everybody told me everything else but what the true issue was. And it's so hard to learn how to be a fucking 50-year-old. Yeah, honestly, I feel the same age I've always felt from the first time I had a memory. um, and society has put so many pressures on me this entire time that I just did not know how to do. I didn't understand. I got a lot of bad things happen to me because I didn't understand, or I had to guess, or people would tell me to do it and it didn't work for me. I didn't know why nothing worked for me. I did the things. I talked to the people. Um, Bad things always happened. And learning that One, it was just something I was born with, is something that affects somebody like being reborn. It's like being born again. It's an epiphany like no other. It's like what I feel Christians go through after they're baptized or born again or something like that. I've never gone through that. I never will. I don't believe in that. I can't. You can't talk me into it. I've tried to force myself, and that's another thing. And perhaps it's because I'm autistic. I don't know. But the thing is the epiphany is also so huge. The positive praise puts such an impact on me that I don't know that right now masking is an issue. I don't know how to be, because I was never myself, in a world that wasn't meant for me. And I hear that story from so many of you that it is so overwhelming. And I love you all so much for this. Um, you are a part of something that has changed my life, that has saved my life. And I just want to thank you. See you soon.